Hello. Welcome to the third methodology talk of Ballet. I'm glad you're interested. And as you remember, perhaps, my first talk was about the positions of the feet, and the second one about the positions of the arms. And I only talked about the positions themselves, being round, and remember, armpit, elbow, wrist, little finger. Your hands are walking in each other to keep the round form. Insert also, you are going in each other. But you would be a very stiff dancer when you only would be holding the arms round. So we have also an allongé position. And allongé, the word tells already, long is lengthen, allongé is lengthening the arms. When you want to give an emphasis on a movement, like people, look, there's something to happen that is important or interesting, you do an allongé. In general, it starts with an inhaling, a breath. Then you widen your back, you widen your shoulder blades, and then your arms go away from your body. They are not embracing yourself or the audience, but are taking a very long line in space. Why do we do this allongé? I have 3 reasons. The first one I mentioned already. People, look, there's something very important happening. Like in a grand plié, everyone knows the grand plié. Before you start the grand plié with a normal, usual arm, you do an allongé, a brace, an allongé, before the music even, and then you start your plié. It's also in a jump. Look, something is going to happen. The second reason is you are lengthening your line, and it mostly happens at the end of a big pose. So, for example, I am in a big arabesque with 2 arms, or a big attitude, and then I do an allongé going more up, more a long line to finish afterwards. And the third reason is not an unimportant one for the dancer, because when you take this breathing, this breath upwards, your upper body is going away, lifting away from your pelvis and from your leg. So you get lighter, more light, and then you have more freedom to move. Now, how do we do this allongé? I mentioned already, we start with a breath in the back. You know, a dancer's breathing happens in the back. Your back is going up and is getting wider. The shoulder blades are going to the side. Then your arm, armpit, elbow, wrist, little finger, is lengthening away. Your wrist is turning. So now you see a second position, allongé. The wrist is turning, so the palms of the hands are going downward, and your index and your index and your ring finger are going out. So you lift yourself away. The arms are not going out of position, out of the place, and you are not stretching. It's keeping round, but the elbow is turning, as well in second as in first position. And from first position, we need this position for the arabesque. So you are breathing, elbow is going downward, palm is turning, and fingers are going out. For the dancer, it's more fit to tell you start from your fingers together with the breathing. And all the other things are coming from these 2 points. An allongé is never lifting. It's always staying in the same level. So the allongé from the third position, the elbows are staying, you see? But your hand palms are going out, and your fingertips of the index and the second finger, these two, are reaching on a diagonal away. Not lifting the shoulders, but I do not need to mention that. Now, it's always a very long, beautiful line. Now, there is another movement that lengthens the arms, and that is the étendu. Étendre is also going far away. It's like a reach. But in the étendu, the arm is going to a higher level. So when an allongé is at the same level of the second position, on the same level of the first position, is the étendu going upwards in space. And I see very often that dancers are mixing up these two things. Doing an étendu all the time, they should do an allongé. And that is, in fact, you can do that, but it is not useful. You should be very neat with the difference between the two. When you do a small allegro and you are used always doing an étendu instead of an allongé, you cannot manage to use coordinated arms together with the quick movements of the legs. So you have to train this small allongé to hold your tempo in the small allegro and in the small quick movements. And the étendu you use with the grand pas, the big allegro, and with the grand adagio. So that's the difference between the two, and you should also exercise that already at your bar exercises. Okay, next time I will talk about the fingers and the hands. Thank you.